Actually, children who appear overly independent and mature at a young age may develop more psychological issues as adults. These individuals typically handle all problems on their own, habitually refuse help from others, don't want to burden anyone, and don't want to be burdened by others either. They can live alone for extended periods without contacting family, refusing to share their struggles or disappointments even when facing difficulties. They often resist intimacy with family members and struggle with conversation when together. Sometimes others perceive them as cold-hearted. Behind these behaviors isn't true independence, but disappointment, what psychologists call disappointment-based emotional isolation. This usually stems from parental emotional neglect during childhood. For example, when you faced difficulties and sought parental help, instead of comfort and support, you received indifference or even blame. When a child falls, some parents might say, "Why are you always so careless?" This teaches children subconsciously that expressing difficulties to others is unreliable. As a result, they isolate their emotions and are forced to become independent, adopting the mindset that, if I don't expect anything from others, I won't be disappointed. People who have been independent for too long become increasingly detached and lose the ability to love. They often develop avoidant attachment styles. While they appear calm and rational on the surface, seemingly without need for others, what they're actually doing is closing themselves off and refusing to develop emotional connections with anyone, silently drawing boundaries between themselves and the outside world. After years of emotional self-isolation, some people project this onto others, viewing their partner's emotional needs as unreasonable, believing that if their partner is affectionate, they're dependent, or if they show vulnerability, they're putting on an act or lacking self-identity. Not relying on others means not being hurt by others. We once needed these defense mechanisms to protect ourselves from pain. These protective layers are like walls. They block out harm, but also block the beautiful experiences that come with intimate relationships. If you identify with this pattern, first learn to accept your own dependency needs and find someone who can reasonably accommodate them. Everyone needs to rely on others sometimes. Perhaps in the past you had no one reliable and had to move forward independently. But things are different now. We've grown. For those who wouldn't allow us to depend on them, we no longer need to beg for their love. Instead, we can choose to be with others who are willing to accept us. Second, try to practice dependency in small ways. For overly independent people, asking for things is difficult. You might feel nervous or anxious. That's okay. Send a message making a small request. These small things won't inconvenience others too much, but will help you experience the happiness of healthy dependency one step at a time. These experiences will build your confidence and gradually help you relax and truly enjoy the give and take of relationships.